Indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again. It's a pleasure. Christian is not here just yet, but I appreciate you saying hi nonetheless. Hello, dear Shannon. It's nice to have you friends here on another day, another moment to reflect, to remember, to understand, if you will, that you are changing the world. You know, that's the thing we want to talk about today, that not only are you changing the world, it's impossible for you not to. But instead of getting all caught up in figuring out how you're supposed to change the world, realize that the world worth changing, the world that you should be changing in the first place, is your own. That you can change your own world by doing the smallest of things. For example, I added some. Thought I heard Tristan for a second. I added some perfume. Is that what you call it? Deodorant. Something that smells nice. I added some of that onto my own body, right? Something small, and yet now my world has changed because I'm emanating these aromas off of myself ceaselessly. And who knows? It might be bad for me. I hope it's not bad for me. But it is creating an experience that is different. My world, he is here. My world quite literally is different. And you can do that too. Christian! Yow! Welcome home, Christian. Shannon already said hi.
Aww.
She already said hi. She felt your energy, dude. You were probably already in the vicinity when she said hello. Don't you want to bring me that bottle while
I'd like to you too, Shan.
while you're close?
You want this?
Yes, please. I forgot it there.
This?
Yes, please. It brings me lighter fluid. How was work, dude?
Woo! Like smooth, ne?
Chibi-moe. We're talking today about the fact that you don't have to change the whole world.
The whore.
The whole
Never
world.
change the whore.
You just have to change your world.
Stay loyal to your whore.
Oh, Christian, I think you're the one that had this conversation with me, right?
You don't have to change the world.
You just have to change your world, or at least change the world of someone else. Just make a little bit of a difference. Can you bring me my water, please?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh, please, Christian.
I'm getting there.
Oh, please. Oh, please. We have beloved Steve Melty, you absolute mad lad. No, you. No, Steve. This dude has changed worlds. You should see the content he makes. He does these jogging videos where he jogs through space. His entire room, his treadmill, his green screen, though. And then he just jogs through the universe, or sometimes through space.
It's pretty original.
It's pretty cool. You should see it, actually. Love you, Steve. Thank you for the gold. Uncle Becky saying howdy. Did you move yoga back an hour? No, you just have daylight savings. So technically we don't. So the yoga is at the exact same time for me. It's just not for you anymore. I would still love to have you there. Definitely love to have you there. Christian's gonna start practicing with me soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He thinks he's too strong to practice easy yoga. Huh? Think you're stacked, though.
That's not true.
Think he's too stacked, Christian. I like your shirt, though. I saw it this morning as well, but I do like this shirt. You want to show the friends?
It's a shirt my sister got me. It's for awareness. Awareness.
Awareness?
Awareness. It's for our fishies. It's a little
Plastic bottle.
Plastic bottle over here. It's just to keep reminding us to be mindful.
It's the lives we're living, oh. It's the lives we're living right now.
Trash everywhere.
I've already moved most of it at least. I still have a few pieces left. Events, Christian. Decree that nothing can be taken from you of any value. Oh. How about that, Christian? Right? You tell yourself stories, believing that some things have more value than other things. Falsely idolizing, creating senses of tension. Believing your world is over if you lose it. So many funny stories we tell ourselves. Smells can definitely change your mood. I feel it is. Love to you, Christian. There we go. Join the morning yoga. We would love to have you there. Melita joined us as well. Damn the microplastics. It's everywhere. It's in our blood.
It's in our blood, dude.
It's in our blood. We're becoming something else. Maybe that's also going to cause us to evolve in ways we could have never imagined, dude. Just a casual bit of microplastics in your blood.
Might even extend our lifespan.
Who knows? Who knows? Probably not. But
Probably not.
Thank you for the whole
Just believe in positivity.
You don't change.
Microplastics are good for you. Shit.
You don't change the whore world, whore in the world. You change the world in the whore. I don't know how I feel about that quote, but I appreciate it, Uncle Becky. Just your standard issue travel, just your standard travel, your standard issue time travel, Uncle Becky. I'm tripping out. I received my shirt from Eric Hagen today. He's an avatar creator on Reddit. You want to send us a photo? Probably post it in Discord.
Hagen.
Eric Hagen. He makes Reddit avatars. I'm guessing he's making like NFTs, basically.
You're an NFT.
A non-fungible token. I don't exist on the internet, so I don't know if I can be. At least not yet. Can make NFTs though. Shanna joining us too. Thank you for spending some time. Brother Ryan is here as well. So much love to you. How are you doing, Brother Ryan? Like I've been kind of like longing for a conversation. I've been thinking about the dynamic that a child has of a father a lot as of late, Christian. Yesterday, we started practicing yoga with that in mind. You know, how do you control the spiciness that can arise in you?
How do you control the spiciness?
That can arise in you when it comes to disrespect of kids. So. And my dad legit
Did we have this conversation yesterday?
Yeah. But like this happened during yoga. And then my dad shows up outside while I'm in the middle of my yoga practice. And I'm like, now I'm torn. Do I be a child and go and see my dad, or do I continue being a man and doing my job? And
That's not a nice way of dividing it.
I chose to be a child instead. I wanted to see my dad.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. And fortunately,
Papa.
we had Brother Ryan kind of like take over for us in that practice.
Brother Ryan.
Brother Ryan. What was my point of that? What was I trying to get at?
I don't know. I was sorry, I was in cyberspace.
It's okay.
I was in cyberspace.
What do I want to...
Post.
You have an intention?
Intention. Recuperation. Recuperation. Recoup. Interesting.
Isn't that how you spell it? Spell it with 2 O's?
I think that was close though. Recoupe. I don't think. Recoup. This is exciting. Recoup.
Without the E?
Per. No, it's just recoup. You don't get recoupe.
Yeah, so without the E.
Recuperation.
It's okay. We're adding a little bit of panache, a little bit of energy at the end of it. Fungible? Fungible? Like mushrooms or something? No, Fred. No. Would you be interested in me trying to obtain all your comments from Reddit for your AI project? I would. I would really be interested in that, Uncle Becky. I've already accepted, what's going to happen to Arpan. I know that we're not going to be less for it. I think that's the thing that I'm really reminding myself of, is that no one, like today's thing we're saying, nobody can take anything of value from you. Because the thing that's valuable is your presence, right?
I see you shaved.
I did.
Look like a fresh, brand spanking new baby.
I still have some scuffs. I don't use blades, so...
A colleague found another gray hair on me, bro.
I think I found one of your eyelashes as well once, dude. Christian is getting gray, finally. He's old, officially.
Getting gray. This is not okay. This is not okay. I'm gonna start dyeing my hair red.
Red of all colors. Maxine is actually red-haired. She dyes her hair red with like henna and stuff.
Maxine.
Yeah, and she
With
just
henna?
joined.
That's interesting.
Exactly, dude. So she doesn't use any like chemicals. She just uses the natural stuff.
Henna, that sounds rad, dude.
You wanna try it?
How do you not stain your scalp though?
You probably do.
Ah.
You probably do.
Is there an arrow one?
There is an arrow.
Arrow one. Oh, fuck me.
My hair though. You sleepy?
Oh, trying to keep my shit together.
Slowly losing your mind. Relax.
I'm good.
Relax. Breathing in. How do I smell?
You
by the way?
people are dangerous with your edibles. I'm good.
The stuff my dad bought me.
Smells genty.
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 Gent as in masculine?
Don't stain my
My scalp,
scalp.
Christian, because I've been dyeing my hair for years. She just knows what she's doing. She's
Don't
like,
dye your hair, live your hair.
she's tuning you. She's being like,
Sorry,
I
Linda.
think you're clever. How were all the cannabis treats last night? We didn't eat all of them.
Yo.
Fortunately, we did ended up like eating some of the sprinkles, the
Oh,
crackles, and then
shit.
there was like this two-piece edible of like pineapple.
Oh shit.
What are they called? Hiatus.
I ended up straight up having a panic attack before going to bed, bro.
And I didn't think it did anything to me. Whoa! For some reason, I just got wrecked for a second there.
had the shakes and everything. Thought I was gonna die. Even during the training, dude, it felt like my organs were falling out of my body.
I had none of that. Like
It was
absolutely
an
none of that.
intense experience.
Like unironically, there was this moment where we were exercising, and I was like looking over to Christian, and I'm like, basically these edibles ain't shit, and Christian was losing his mind at that time. I feel like edibles don't do that much to me.
I got karmatic repercussions for being like, my tolerance is so high.
The universe is like, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's sewer.
Panic, panic. It was okay. Afterwards, it was okay. That might have been what resulted in one of my gray hairs.
You think that's how it works? Every moment of stress, like maybe like there's a threshold. You stress for five full minutes, and then a gray hair materializes.
Straight up panicking.
Stop doing it though. Stop it.
Just stop panicking.
Stop panicking.
Stop
Please.
panicking.
Thank you. I would really
Calm
appreciate it.
down. You don't need to panic. What's panic for?
I feel it's weird because I'm the exact opposite, where I'm almost anti-panicked. Where I should probably be panicked, but I'm just not. I'm like, oh,
Teach me your ways, bro. Teach me the superpower.
you embarrass yourself intentionally, Christian. I feel that helps. So, you know, the more you melt your ego away, the less your ego has to panic about.
It was just a lot of ideas that popped into my mind, bro.
We were talking about our friends as well at that point.
It was a lot of accumulated theories and philosophies that went in one go in my brain. It was like, why are you worrying, bro? Why do you think you have the responsibility in life to worry about anything? And then the other side of me is like, we're aiming to be God.
You know what my favorite part
Aiming
is?
to be God.
You just said it beautifully. It's like, how dare you be worried? You don't know enough
You don't
to
know
be
enough.
worried
You
about
ain't-
things.
You ain't got shit to be worried.
And I
It's
feel
the truth, but it's a dichotomy, dude. Another paradox.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of paradoxes lately.
an infinite amount though. Again, the Dega symbol means incommunicable paradox as well, dude. Incommunicable paradox. You cannot communicate the paradoxes.
Incommunicable.
Incommunicable paradox. Isn't a sick word, dude? Hello to you too, PK Ripper. What a pleasure.
PK.
Like Uncle Becky again, please help me. PK, yeah, the PK Ripper.
The PK Ripper.
Yeah, Christian is a dirty ruffian.
No, I'm not.
He's a dirty ruffian.
I'm a
man.
clean ruffian.
He's just a clean ruffian. Yeah, exactly. Like in South Africa, the word PK has negative connotations. What do you think about my staff or my what do you call
It's
it?
cool, dude. It's a cool little one.
Wand. That's the word.
It's very stubby.
Handmade. You know what that one's name is? Melita.
Melita. Why Melita?
It's a friend we have in the space.
Okay. Why did you name it Melita?
It has
You're
a
just like, this person is in the space right now. I'm gonna name my wand after her.
pretty much. That's pretty much exactly how it happened. Well, the connection is not great, but it's so good to see you. Is your connection not great, Rabbit? It's nice to have you here, nonetheless. I hope that it's bearable. I hope you can hear every second word at least. Love you, friend. It's nice to have you. I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue under a metal endoskeleton. Endoskeleton, so inside, right?
What under? Oh, living tissue under metal endoskeleton.
Technically,
There's a lot going on.
technically, you are a brain running a bone mecha covered in meat armor.
Fuck yeah.
That's technically what you are. So yes, yes. Reddit being difficult, so I came to say hi to all of the wonderful YouTubers. Yes, dear Reddit friends.
Is that Corey Taylor? That would be so cool.
It's
Corey Taylor.
Ninja Nanner.
Corey Taylor.
It's almost like Corey Williams has his full name there or anything. You know? Yes, again, Reddit friends. If the Reddit connection is like too wrecked, we are streaming on YouTube as well. You can find us at Meltmore on the YouTubes. Thank you, Corey, for joining us. Uncle Becky's here
Soul
too.
Muffins.
Maxine. Soul muffins. You know where it takes my mind? That muffin that desperately wants to be eaten. Have you seen that?
Oh
video?
yeah, the ass lift stuff.
Yeah.
My mind went straight to those 4 muffins we bought the other day.
Those muffins disintegrated.
They lasted a solid 2 hours
Did that?
before we ate them.
I was about to say, like, as soon as they came out of the package, they
Out of the,
disintegrated.
no, that's a different story.
That's like minutes.
Out of the package was nothing. These 4 muffins got eaten, dude. Yo.
There didn't stand a chance. Blueberry muffins, they slap.
Oh,
Love you again,
blueberry
Rabbit.
muffin.
We can't be less. Look at the community we've built for the future. Actively building on that future as well. Growing pains are a part of growth.
Beans.
I don't stain my scalp. When I get back from town, I will be making the attempt to stream from every available subreddit. I was the last stream posted on Arpan, so if I finish before 6 p.m. today, it will be complete. What a gangster. Get it, dude. Make your mark. Sending you so much love. Jovan's here too. Love you, friend. I need Wisek to trim off some dead ends to help my hair grow a bit more. Seems to have hit a plateau. I'm pretty sure he would be happy to. How far is he away from you, actually? Is there a way you could meet? I think right now is the longest I've gone without getting my hair did. 8 months.
Died.
You did.
Should be died.
It probably did. Because she doesn't dye her hair. She just have it cut or something. So she probably hasn't had her hair did in a while.
Done.
Christian was like, actually, I write books. Grammatically correct. Josh, I've had so much love. It's nice to have you here too. Trying to work on mindfulness in my day to day. Any tips? Breathing.
Meditation.
Like meditation and breathing, I feel go hand in hand. Just breathing. Every single time you feel yourself losing your shit, just start breathing. You're like, oh yes, this is easy. I can do this. I have control over this.
While I was panicking last night, I ended up Googling like solutions to panic attack. And the first one is be aware that you're having a panic attack.
Oh yes.
Number 2 is breathe deeply.
Yep.
Breathe deeply and slowly. In through your nose, out through your mouth.
Activates your.
This is a lot simpler than it sounds.
It really is, dude. That's all you have to do.
Difficult than it sounds.
They make it sound simple, but it's easy to get lost in the fractals.
How do you control your own brain?
You just remind yourself.
How
that
does your brain control itself?
You just tell yourself that you're not your brain, dude.
You're not your brain.
You're not your brain. You're just aware of what your brain is up to, dude. It's like a little kid.
No brain.
Stop. Unironically, you'll hear me say that on the street, dude. I'll go into a fractal. I'm like, please, brain.
Please, brain.
Please,
Brain, please stop.
Please stop. Stream from them all. Be on the lookout for an upcoming podcast. He recently had this gallbladder rupture mid-4-hit acid drip. What the fuck? We've got to talk about that experience. That sounds like a whole vibe. Christian playing with me. There she is, Melina. In the space, dude. So the reason, what happened is I cut this piece of wood off. I was trimming a tree, and then this piece of wood came off of it, and I was nice and straight, and I was I kind of want to keep it. So I stripped its bark off. I covered it in beeswax. I lit it on fire basically to get the beeswax to suck into it, and then I.
Sorry, continue.
And then I mentioned this whole process to Melita, and she was like, "That's how you do magic. You know that magic isn't this kind of ethereal thing of trying to influence things outside of your control, but using the things inside of your control to make them something new.
Real life.
Yeah, so I attach that understanding, to the Medina name. I usually return to the breath, Corey. Have you tried guided meditations or guided walking meditations? Great one. Just go for
guided
a walk.
walking is a good one.
I try, Lolo, but like a crow, I get distracted by shinies and all the things I became aware of, looking at the ways to incorporate it while I'm at work in a noisy and often busy factory. I feel that, and I feel it's really this again bandwidth problem as well, where you have so many ideas in that space and you want to kind of like jot them down. But that's, I feel, the point, to just let these things go, to watch them come and let them go, and watch them come and let them go.
Being able to let go
And
as well.
every single time you get to that point where you feel, oh, I'm attached to this idea again, you just breathe. You bring yourself back to the breath.
Realistically, you're not attached to anything.
Nothing of value can be taken from you. Lane is here too. No, not Corey Taylor. Although being able to play the drums like that would be awesome. Hopefully I can get Fruit Cup into the drums from a young age. I'm just imagining him giving his 9-month-old. Yeah, Fruit Cup. Like, he's called Ninja Nanner or Ninja Banana, and his wife is called Ninja Peach. So we call the little girl Fruit Cup. Yeah. Lance, always love to you. Even better if you hear about the day. How are you doing? Maybe you'd like a shiny crystal at your desk. I like to grab a crystal or gemstone I have sitting on my desktop. It usually calms me and brings me back to the moment. I have a palm stone that Joyviv gave me.
Another great one is like prayer beads. Strange object to use, but very calming as well. It's like assaulting my ears right now.
It is pretty brutal.
Wow. What's up? I just got some news feed on my phone. It says man gets shot in the face and doesn't get medical help for 6 hours.
Yeah, that's nice, Christian. Why are you subscribed to places that give you information?
You're the reason. It's Reddit posting me this shit, bro. I got a Reddit account for you.
My fault, bro. You should really disable notifications if that's what they share with you. Imagine that. It's like, hey, having a nice day, are you?
By the way,
This
man
thing
got
happened.
shot.
Man got shot in his face. Fear-based mentality. And you know what the best part is, Christian? Some people click on that shit. They're like, what? Get pulled into the fractal.
That's such an unfortunate thing to happen to a person.
It brings me to cyberpunk vibes.
What are you doing to get shot in the face?
Probably existed, close to someone manic and has access to a firearm.
How often? No, I'm good, homie.
Oh yeah, you're not smoking.
No.
Christian is being a gangster.
I'm taking a break.
He has an important interview coming up as well, so it's being very mature, very responsible. I'm proud of you, Holmes.
Thanks, man.
Maybe, and I agree with the shiny crystal thing. I also have shiny crystals always around my desk. At my home computer setup as well, I have one that I put over my power button so that the light shines through the crystal. I don't glue it onto it, so I don't make it too tacky. My schedule doesn't complement the stream schedule anymore thanks to daylight savings. Soon it will be differently again. I look forward to connecting more on the other side of the lane. You'll be missed, but you won't be lost. I meant did. Yeah, I told you.
But how does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Grammatically.
You can say I haven't had my hair did. You can. It's like
No,
it's like
you
slang.
can't.
It's like hey, it is. I'm pretty sure I've heard people say it that
I
way.
haven't had my hair did.
I haven't had my hair did. Oh, that makes sense to my brain. I'm on your had it. I haven't had it trimmed, colored, toned, bleached. That's probably bleached.
Oh no, it's breached.
FBI, open up. Kicks your hair door down. in the last 8
You
months.
haven't had your hair bleached in a while.
9 a.m. class every day, but it got cancelled today. Thank you, dude. Like, imagine that, Christian. His class got cancelled, dude. The one, he has this moment, he chooses to be here for just a bit. You flatter me, brother Lane. He's a gangster. Like, Lane is one of the coolest dudes I know. Like, seriously. He already has multiple metal albums.
Whoa.
He plays multiple instruments.
That's fucking sick.
He's like 19 as well.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's 30, he's like 30 now, I think.
Driven
He's-
individual.
He's so driven, and I just see him being this Metalocalypse level superstar in the future.
Oh.
He's gonna be so sick, man. I wish I could, Lolo, but I'm not allowed to have a lighter on me at work. Never mind some black onyx. My plant manager wouldn't be happy about me having a crystal on me for meditation and mindfulness. He's like, what is this hippie shit though? You better start doing the stuff and the work and focusing and plant managering. Dude, I'm just imagining the mindset of like thinking that someone having a crystal on them, that they'll spend some time in mindfulness is a threat. Oh, it's like, you better stop doing that right now. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is just remembering that you are here now.
Trying to picture myself as walking into the office and one of my colleagues is sitting there with a crystal in their palm, looking up to the sky.
Love you. I've done that. I've actually done that.
Oh,
though.
thank you.
That really helps, man. You just bring yourself into the moment. Be mindful that you're pretty small in a very big universe, that you're pretty big in sometimes people's small universes, right? Again, coming back to this point that you get to change the world for someone, for a single person, and that makes a difference. Maybe an oil would help, Corey. Smelling something to bring you back to the moment, applying it before work, maybe between your wrists, and just smelling your
It's a cool
oil for a
suggestion.
moment. I think so. That's a cool one. Thank you. Hey, Louisiana. It's been a while. If I feel panicky at work, I hold a piece of tumbled Hermitite in each palm, and I think about it pulling me gently down to the ground. I know it sounds woo-woo, but
Woo-woo.
it's amazingly helpful. I completely believe in that stuff. Let me show you.
What is a tumbled hematite?
Basically, a type of rock that has been tumbled. In other words, it got put in a roll drum, and then it got sanded and sanded and sanded until it was smooth. So this is something that Joy Leaf gave me. So it's supposed to be palm stone, and it can like really get pretty sticky. You know, I feel like I've really been enjoying holding on to that one actually. I understand, Corey. Any mantras that you like to say to yourself, maybe that could help you practice as well. My mantra for stuff like that, you know, when you feel like you're losing it a little bit, is just love is true, right? Where it is this certainty, this understanding in a moment that there is a truth. There is a truth. There is a truth to the moment that you can have. And if you look for it, love will be that truth. In every moment, in the interactions, in the plant, right? Like whatever the plant produces is probably being produced for the betterment of humanity, probably providing some sort of service, some sort of product that people need in the world, right? So love is true in that as well. Reminding yourself that love could be true, that if not for love, there wouldn't be a moment at all, especially when it comes to having conversations with people that don't agree with you or that want to tell you to be differently. It can be very frustrating. Hope y'all are having a great day. Dr. Mega, being nice.
Dr. Mega.
Love you too, Fred. Thank you for, blessing us with a nice day.
Dr. Mega.
I'm a Dr. Mega. Is anybody a doctor on the plane? Yep. Step aside, I'm a Dr. Mega. What?
Next level of doctor.
I'm the next level of doctor, bro.
Professor.
What type? I mean,
Dr.
you
Mega.
know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing this person just like floating his hands over a person, being a doctor, and they're like, he's gonna let him die, and then suddenly the dude gets up.
It's
He's
like the
completely healed.
you know the Giga Chad meme. It's like that, but like wearing a doctor overall, or what do you call them?
Being Doctor. Okay, I see what you're talking about as well. I'm imagining the dude going even further and be like, oh yeah, you had, some cancer in your left lung. You had, a few gallstones. I took care of all of that shit for you. I kind of want. I did. The Chinese medicine still do it though. And today, like seriously, Christian, in today's
Yeah, I know,
hospitals,
dude.
they
I
do
know.
energy healing.
The Chinese were onto something, dude.
They know some stuff.
Even the Egyptians had some sort of belief in
They
those
do
things.
that symbol on the little box. They would literally
Ankh.
the Ankh, yeah, Angu.
Ankh.
Is it Ankh?
Ankh.
Yeah. Anyway, they would like literally hold out people's faces, dude, creating these healing intentions, man.
But,
Some trips though. Wouldn't mind trying an oil. Maybe if I can get one with ideas implemented. Please reach out to Shannon. Please. Shannon, make a plan. Make a connection. I wouldn't have to rely on my sense of smell. I work at a chemical processing plant, and smell is a big indicator of possible leaks. Formaldehyde is quite pungent, but some of the other chemicals we use are more mild. Another limitation. Can you wear a crystal? You know, you can just put something around your neck and just touch onto that to bring yourself into a presence. For me, it's this ring as of late as well. It's like, love is true, love is true, love is true, love is true, love is true. And I found this quote and I couldn't stop laughing. If the government is covering up knowledge of aliens, they are doing a better job of it than they do of anything else. Stephen Hawking, dude. Yeah, weirdly enough, the government isn't trying to cover up the aliens, right? They've already made public knowledge that there are unidentified flying objects out there. It might be super tech. It might be some insane tech that we've developed that's being tested. Or it might be visitors from other worlds. Or fringe theory, it might be versions of ourselves peering through quantum tunnels into this time. And then you're noticing that tunnel basically.
Me of the future, please don't visit me.
He's so watching right now.
I hope he's not watching. Please not.
You think you're doing something wrong?
Oh, dude. I don't know. If I had the ability to go. I mean, I clearly haven't gone back to my earlier stages unless I was hiding behind a column or something, peering from the back there, or maybe I dressed up as some of my teachers, dude. That would be interesting.
You could just be a stranger in the crowd.
Yo, not recognizing myself. That would be so intense.
Standing right in front of yourself, doesn't see anything good.
Don't even recognize me. Don't recognize this old man. This is you. You're gonna become. Prepare your little shit.
Brings back the whole what happens if you do stuff like that. Does the whole universe suddenly change?
Collapses into itself.
Yeah. Like you're breaking the space-time continuum.
But what if we chose to break the space-time continuum? We probably shouldn't. humans would push that button, dude.
I feel it's pretty easy actually. You know what
Humans would
happens?
push that damn button.
We just do create a whole different universe, but it doesn't. It exists parallel or adjacent to the universe that was. All of them exist at the same time. So even the universe where you change time, that's like, oh yeah, now this, and also the universe where you didn't change time.
Humans like breaking rules just as much as they create them. If you put a human in a room with a button that said this will destroy the universe, do not press it. Human's gonna sit there staring at that thing, saying, no, I'm not gonna do it. But maybe, no, I'm not gonna. But maybe, what if I'm the one? What if I'm the one to press that button? I'm the destroyer of the universe.
I
Sick title. It's got a ring to it. No, I'm not gonna do it. No. Press the button. Gone.
Universe.
Nobody remembers you even for being the destroyer of the universe because nobody exists.
Nobody ever existed.
Still press that button. It's beautiful in a way. It's beautiful.
It is imagination. It is like crazy. Like that's just like the reason you press the button in the first place is because of imagination, and the place you brought that from is imagination.
It's also because of being told not to. Don't do it.
You want to tell them what I did last night because you told me not to do something?
He had a fucking block of butter, dude. Like an animal in front of me, like chewed into it.
He was.
And
like-
I knew you were gonna do it. That's why I said don't do it.
He was like giving me like, oh
Don't
no,
do
no,
it.
put the butter
Don't-
away, stop eating
Don't
butter.
do it, dude.
And I was like, don't tell me to stop eating butter. I'll eat butter like an apple. And he's like, don't do it. I ate butter like an apple.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
It was kind of nice. It was kind of nice. It was like, you know, like one of those experiences that's so novel. You've never had an experience like that. It's like riding a roller coaster you haven't ridden before. It was like, oh, roller coaster. I don't think I'll do it again.
Don't do it again.
Makes the point that we're trying to make. Yeah, human beings like to defy. You know, there's a streak of defiance in all of us. I'm happy Dr. Mega enjoyed our commentary on his name as well. Love you, friend. Thank you for the helpful red clicker. That cauliflower, hello to you too. Do we have a topic? Technically, today's topic is
So just no.
the fact that you can make the world a better place,
Too late.
right?
Let's go.
You don't have to make the world a better place for everyone. You don't have to make the whole world a better place. You can, don't get me wrong. But what you can do and what you have to do is make the world a better place for you. At least for you. And then if you have that better world, share it with others. And that way we can all have a better world together. Right? So that's the topic, friend.
Make a better world for me.
Yeah.
Burn down all the world banks. Kill the rich people.
That's not gonna make the world a better place for
For
you.
me it will.
No, it won't.
You don't know that.
I do.
You don't know. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't know what's good for me.
I
bro.
do.
I know what's good
You
for
do
me.
realize you're gonna get killed
So?
very quickly. That's not a better world for you. That's you in the ground. I'm just like you imagining. Oh, this better world, and I'm just seeing you in the ground.
That's if they catch me, bro.
Christian, violence
I'm a
isn't
cyber
the
hacker.
way. It doesn't help
I'm
to
a
try
hacker, man.
again. The economics of violence doesn't make sense anymore. It makes more sense to love each other and actually like try and take care of each other, have mutual cooperation. That way we all benefit, and we benefit more than we would if we tried to steal from each other. First time to be on a live is that gentleman on the right, Uncle Becky. No. Uncle Becky lives in America, and we are in South Africa right now. Uncle Becky
I'm
is
not
called.
handsome enough to be Uncle Becky.
His beard is not fabulous enough.
Not
Even
fabulous enough.
Brr.
I ain't got that.
Uncle Becky
that
has
Jesus
like
light all around me.
God level. Exactly, dude. Thank you for the love, though, friend. Who wore sunglasses? You want to introduce yourself?
I am Chris.
He
nice
is-
to meet you.
Poem locker, poem_locker at Patreon.
Who is this?
If you want to check him,
That's not how I define myself.
I'm sure
I'm
the
just-
universe is full of people.
I'm Melt's friend.
We like, I honestly believe at this point, I am Melt, and all of us is more. And together we become the Meltmore. Red Clicker says this is Meltmore. Uncle Becky is a cowboy in Texas on a farm. Melt is South Africa. There we go. Thank you, Red. So much love to you. I appreciate you letting our friend know. Join us on YouTube because Reddit isn't going to be a thing for too much longer. Cauliflower is a new member we talk with in talks. That's so nice. That's so nice. Thank you for letting me know that as well, Red. I'm sure the universe is full of intelligent life. It's just been too intelligent to it's just been too intelligent to come here. Arthur C. Clarke, what a gangster.
It's a bit defeatist.
He's being based though. He's
So
being
shady.
Still alive. So much love to you, Brother Jack. It's nice to have you here. I make oil rollers, Corey. Please reach out. Nice to have you here too. Sena, I believe that there are other beings living among us, but outside of our visual spectrum. I believe this too.
It's almost unavoidable.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if
technically,
living is the right word to describe
you
them,
can kind of like reduce that understanding to the bare logic. There is literal beings living outside of you, inside of your visual, and outside of your visual perspective. Like you can use a microscope to
There
kind
are
of like look at
beings
that
living
stuff.
in your eyeball.
Yeah, like it's
You're currently actually kind of looking at them right now.
your brain just like phases out the little smudges they leave. as well.
In the gelatin, is gelatin like, I don't know if it's alive. The jelly in your eyeball. I don't know. I'm fine.
You have microorganisms in your eyes as well, dude. It's everywhere, right? And on that level, you can logically understand that there are quite literally other beings all around you always. And then on the metaphysical level, it's again the whole thing of things intersecting things, right? That the two-dimensional realm is encompassed within the three-dimensional realm, and the three-dimensional realm is encompassed within the four-dimensional realm. Euclidean geometry, dude. Turtles and turtles and turtles and turtles.
There was actually.
Oh goodness, the infinity. What are you doing?
There was a great topic on this in terms of the living organisms all around us.
A great topic?
Great bit of writing on it.
Oh, you have a poem?
Not a poem.
Creative
It's not a
writing?
poem. No, I'd like to do more. Thoughts? Was it thoughts? No, definitely not thoughts. It's just about happiness.
You want to share a language?
We can do. It's just. It's a bit much. Those are the hardcore ones. Okay, we can do language. Cool. So, oftentimes I think we underestimate the power of language, or what language really depicts. Like what does it represent, right? So, it goes so. I am a god, for I give all meaning. My body, an ever-changing expanse of newborn ideas and dead mysteries. You cannot see me, but you believe, because I'm the one chaining your thoughts. I'm the one whispering behind your eyes. I craft the means for the death of your loneliness. I pave your memories with my veins of sentences. I give your existence a name and forge your stories for the future. I let you perceive the universe and give purpose to your dreams. My eyes are blind and my ears are deaf, yet, with the overwhelming significance of a thought, I twist and turn reality into shapes the living may consume, and even when all is dead and gone, I will walk through the cosmos, eternal.
Language, dude.
Language
Again,
can be more than just English or written text.
it makes me think of like if there's a advanced enough species, dude, it would try to encode its language into the actual fabric of space-time, dude. Like the actual stuff.
What do you think
of
is
reality.
happening right now, dude? All of reality is a language, communicating with itself and everything else.
You have a language that is your DNA that tells the story of how you need to be assembled. And it gets better and better at telling that story, dude, and that's why you age. Getting great. One of your hairs is like, how do I make brown pigment again? I don't remember.
I don't remember making brown pigment.
Makes some
Make some brown pigment.
Technically, all of our hairs are gray, right? Like I think that's how it works.
I don't know.
But you have this pigment layer on the outside of it. It basically just defaults to its basic state.
How do you undo that? How do you stop graying? Is there even such a thing? Can you undo graying? It's probably like gene editing at this point.
We'll probably be going there.
Oh, sad. So sad.
It is the next step in humanity. We're evolving together instead of just evolving because, oh, I smoke too. Never tried South African cigarette.
It's exactly the same as American cigarette.
It's probably the same. It is primarily THC, or at least 10 to 20% of it. Love to try. One day, come to South Africa. I have more than enough. I'd love to roll you a joint, actually.
That's not really a cigarette.
Sena, I believe that there are other things we will on. That's a good storm. You guys are huge in my world. Thank you. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, I feel the scale within the universe, right? Like, how things go infinitely small going down, and how things go infinitely large going up. It can make you feel lost somewhere in the middle. And yet, these are the worlds we have access to, right? push on this world. He has a whole experience, an infinite experience. Thinks about murdering me for pushing him around a little bit. Right, but he won't. He can have that thought, and the thought can die instead of me dying.
I did technically do it.
Exactly.
In another reality.
Exactly.
Unreachable right now.
And
my thoughts.
That's
Through the language of my thoughts.
that's literally just this little bit of an experience of vastness, right? And then it goes and it goes and it goes, and you can meet more people, and it goes and it goes and it goes, and yeah, all of you are infinitely large. You're making this a thing right now. That's why I don't watch news. Yeah, I don't either. I'm just like, thank you. Hermatite looks like a gunmetal, gray shiny rock. It looks beautiful. Thank you for giving me a visual description. I appreciate that. I'm happy to be in your world, Maxine. I'm blessed to have you in mine. Beautiful. I'm working on a few things at work. The last thing I want to do is bring mindfulness into my workplace. The last thing I want to do is bring mindfulness into my workplace has been proven to increase productivity, safety, and accuracy. He's being a little bit sarcastic. Good. Yeah, you don't want any of that, You don't want people performing at their best. Actually be happy, Be willing and present for the work that they're doing. Anything can be powerful object if you appreciate it properly and recognize its interactive value. A pen.
Belief.
You can have a pen on your desk that you attach all of this value to. Maybe even draw a few strings around it.
I believe this is the God stick. This stick shall now be cherished by everybody because we believe it's the God stick.
It's the God stick. Clearly, the stick
You
must
spin
be
it
God's
in a
stick.
circle and it shows the next prophet, but you can only do it once every 100 years.
That's how it works.
It's how it works.
It's true. We just have to believe it together. You wanna trade me?
Not really.
Crystal for God stick? I'm too powerful for both, Christian. I'm gonna become the Wizard King 5% faster.
Suffer in power. Dude, I'm already the Wizard King. He lost. He lost, by the way. It was official yesterday.
You wanna share the context?
Yeah, we were lying after exercising on our mats, and Estian goes, the first person to get up loses, and the one that stays down becomes the Wizard King. I was like, oh, okay. And then we lied there for like a solid half an hour before Estian got up and lost. He lost track of the goal.
I lost track of the goal, and I wanted to cook you food. Like that was.
You forgot.
I didn't forget. I was like, I'm gonna cook Christian some food right now. I felt the hunger vibrating through the earth, communicating deep longing to my.
That cauliflower just said there is a huge rock in Cape Town, like a big table. It's not a rock.
It's a mountain.
It's a mountain.
Mountain.
Okay. Yeah, it is a rock, but it's a big rock.
Very big.
It's a mountain rock.
Table Mountain. Have you been up Table Mountain?
Yeah, I've been up Table
Been a hiking trail?
Not the hiking trail. It's like zip line. I mean, zip line cart.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Hoist shade to someone who has climbed mountains. I wouldn't even.
Ah, yeah. I want to go there.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm 100% aware.
Oh shit. If you guys, if there are any hikers that are on this stream, and you haven't hiked in South Africa, you should invest in a vacation down here and go check out Drakensberg. Like anywhere in the Drakensberg. It's phenomenally wild. Watch out for African cows.
It's one of the wetter places in South Africa.
Cold as well. Cold. So beautiful. So lush.
You can find wild springs.
You can find some marble baths. So it's actually marble, it's like limestone, but it's like white and smoothed out by the water. So you can go like sliding down. Not most recommended because you'll probably break a leg.
Probably skin yourself a little bit.
It's cool to look at. Cool to like take a dip in.
It's a magical world, dude. We were talking about how incredible just the fact that heated pools are a thing.
Oh yeah. Hot springs.
Hot springs. Literal water kept warm by what geothermal energy.
This is what it looks like. I don't know if I can show.
Please.
On the stream over here. Check that Paradisio.
Thank you for sharing, Holmes. The Zamperwoofer is good for zooping swamps. When you dindle booper goes swamp squabal. Gabi
Boop.
doodle boop.
I feel like you're a character in Rick and Morty, dude.
Dude, Gab is God. He can make sounds and I can feel
God is
things.
God.
God. Dude, he knows things, bro. Thank you for communicating, brother bear. I appreciate it. I carry around random pieces of juju with me all the time. Sometimes it's as simple as a rubber band or a seashell. There we go. You know, like it can be something ordinary. You just attach a certain
Corey a
understanding to it.
dude?
Yeah.
Corey's a dude. Just
Corey.
grow a beard and
Corey is not even a dude. Corey is a dad.
Just grow a beard and play with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss having some fluff here, actually, now that you mention it. I haven't reached for it though, so it's clearing out of my neurology. Intriguing, Joe. If I could find something that's already there and find a way to utilize it, a pen, right? Like maybe use a certain pen to write something that's important to you, right? Like Fruit Cup, beloved Eden, you know, the future of my child. Write these things down, and then every single time you put the pen down, everything that is written, it's imbued by.
I think another cool method is just take a brief walk. It doesn't have to be long. Just take
It's not always
5 minutes.
It's not always an option to go for a walk while you're working in a high pressure environment, though.
Find a way.
We did mention walking as a meditation, right? Like I agree with you, and try to just have it as a walk alone, like no distractions or music, or just walk and let your thoughts clear a little bit. I feel it's a little bit difficult to utilize that in the moment when you're feeling pissed off, though.
Yo, that is a internal battle that you're gonna have to find your own method of solving. Ain't nobody that can tell you how to do it in the world. Not a single.
Only you know.
Unless you believe it. You know, I met another person at the ayahuasca ceremony
Mm-hmm.
that was there to try and heal her internal turmoil. And she believed that it wouldn't help anyway. And it turned out to be true.
Well, how about that?
She believed it all the way through. Throughout all the chundering, all the whole thing, she was like, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna help, it's not helping, it's not helping. I'm like, it's not going to. I can keep thinking that. But again, how do you control your brain? Your own brain.
Yeah, you make it logical. You make it simple, I believe. Right, like that's really the thing I've been thinking about a lot, bro. I've been trying to make it as simple as possible in my mind. Really make it simple. Because I feel we get so caught up in the story we tell ourselves. It's so contrived, though. So many reasons. So many reasons to be upset, to be angry.
Absolutely.
To consider yourself.
So many reasons to be happy as well.
Right? It's again the reasons you tell yourself about. Cauliflower saw District 9, so you know parts of South Africa then. Merman saying, hey friends, so much love to you. Wanna go there, please. I mean, I feel South Africa, if you live in America or any
South Africa
first
is
world country,
absolutely stunning.
It's
I
beautiful.
will say America is also
Yeah.
freaking gorgeous. man.
Dude, America,
What the hell, you
you have
guys?
so much lush greenness.
Shame on you.
I don't think shame on you.
Shame on
I just feel it should actually be a good indicator or a reminder of what is.
I'm
important
saying
in the
shame
world.
on you because I can't visit every single fucking place in the world as much as I really want to.
Christian, didn't we just talk about limiting beliefs?
Oh, fuck. Why are you doing this to me?
Because you're being a hypocrite.
Just
bro.
stop, leave me alone.
Hypocrite. Just you're like, oh.
I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm gonna try. I'll try to visit everywhere in the world. I'll definitely try.
Christian, you're gonna have to live to 1,000 years as well. So.
Dude, I'm graying already, dude. I'm on my way out. Death is calling. It's not even
Christian, then tonight we'll fight to the death.
Okay, cool. Choose your weapon.
If you clearly are done for, I might as well help you out the door.
You'll lose, bro.
Give you-
You'll lose before me.
You see, so why are you gonna be defending yourself, dude?
Because I'm gonna live as much as I
Oh,
freaking can.
There we go.
It's the truth, dude.
But
Doesn't
that's
mean I'm
the
not
point.
gonna put in the effort. Of course I'm gonna try and live as long as I can.
So Holmes, like I believe the time frames we used to attach to our lifetimes was very minimal and I want to say fractal, but also a collapsed fractal. Like you have kids, you grow old, like, raising your kids, you retire, you die. Like that was the fractal we believed humans are capable of living. Right? And now that fractal is changing. It's no longer just that's available. You can live 1,000 years traveling space, and then you can settle down, have kids, raise your kids, live another 1,000 years, being an artist, creating beautiful things, have kids again, raise kids again, live another 1,000 years, building a
Raise
beautiful,
kids again.
beautiful engineering progress. Yeah, dude, do it all over again, bro. Being 1,000 years wiser. Like again, like it's the limiting belief of this is what we're capable of, and that's kind of where it ends. Is exactly what it's gonna become, dude. Again, it is what you think it is, dude. You're like projecting this matrix into the universe. It's like the equivalent of like holding your thumb out.
I'm about to project my matrix into your universe, dude.
That sounds like an extreme violation.
That's how. That's what's gonna be romantic talk in the future, dude.
Say it again.
I'm gonna project my matrix into your universe.
Yeah,
It's so hard.
Sorry, children. Don't listen in.
Wait,
You're gonna have to start censoring your videos, dude.
Listen,
You're gonna.
I'm usually pretty tame.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't say some whack shit though. I mean, sometimes little bit of whack shit.
Okay.
But I try to keep it above the sheets. I'll say.
Tolerable, digestible.
Yeah, digestible. Palatable.
Palatable.
Tasteful, even. I try to be tasteful.
Tasteful
I do
sounds
try. I do try. Do call me out if you're like, Mel, you're being a little bit fucked up right now. And I'll be like, I'm sorry.
Suddenly the comment feed gets.
Mel, stop. You stop it.
being a little bit fucked up.
That's a little bit much right now. And I'll be like, actually, I'll try and listen. I promise. Intriguing. I have a few ideas for oils that I could help with. Please do reach out. Cable is here as well.
Cabal.
I'm gonna come back to the present, brother Joel as well. I found this on Reddit, and I'm not sure what to think, but will like to hear your point of view. Out of
Who is
space
that?
and maybe the whole time that they're here. I think I'm gonna read what you meant. Found this on Reddit. Maybe a little more. That's too much. Go back. Oh, never mind. What was that exactly, Christian? Yeah, Christian, what was it exactly you said?
Cabal.
I mean, I read news. The more knowledge I access, the more I can see and touch and play with. I know there are spectrums in it that are very violent and limiting. I feel it again, you become what you observe in a lot of ways. Right? And the point of the media is to keep you enthralled. It's to keep you watching, right? And that's the thing that I'm thinking about, Kevo. I agree, it's good to have information. But you also only have that much time in your day, and you only get to expose yourself to so much information. So I feel it's of utmost important what information you expose yourself to. And the media at large, the violent, be scared,
I think
this
it's good.
bad thing is happening now again.
I think it's good to be aware of what's happening around you. I don't necessarily watch the news at all, but once in a while I do go through like my Google feed and see what's happening around.
Yeah.
News I'm interested in, I guess.
But again, that's a tailored fractal to you.
Maybe.
The stuff
A lot of it is word of mouth as well these days.
you hear what's important from people you talk to, maybe.
Other people watch the news for me and then just tell me what's juicy.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like a cosmic drama, dude. And the more they make it, the more dramatic it is, dude. So they have every incentive to play with your brain a little bit.
I'm gonna try to get some stuff done.
There now. It's intensely beautiful. I'm looking forward. California is big on the list. I think that's where I'm gonna be landing anyway. San Francisco. Take me with you, Shannon. So much love. What is? What just happened though? Dude, I think we just got our first super chat though.
What's a what?
Someone sent $2 on the stream.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you. Brother Joel. Oh, my brain! It's tripping out. What's happening? Differences. Change. Changing my world. Thank you, Brother Joel. I appreciate that so much. We did it. You know, we reached 1,000 subs. We had more than 4,000 watch hours. We're creating something that I knew we were always capable of, you know, but never without you friends. Oh, I'm tripping out. Bro, my brain is getting melted right now. I'm gonna pull a card, see what the universe has to say about this. Sacred geometry or whatever. Whew. Thank you, dear friends. Saying, mind over matter. Your mind can be your enemy or your friend. If you always follow your heart, your mind will feel neglected. If you only follow your mind, your heart will never forgive you. Goodness. Never ignore your consciousness. Yet, always be conscious of reason. Make your heart and mind friends, and you will have peace of mind throughout life's lessons. Susan Kassem, thank you, Saina. Maxine, I wouldn't leave the house. That's beautiful. I'll post a pic in Discord. Please do. Lindsay. Thank you for joining us, Lindsay. It's nice to have you here, friend. I've missed you, friend. We've been here. Here we are again. You know, almost like no time has passed. It's so nice to connect with you again. How have you been? It's supposed to be 18 Celsius here. Doesn't sound too bad. I wish I could post pics in the chat, Corey. I'm not joking. Maybe we will be able to. You know, I feel like the biggest thing is like if everybody had access to something like that, it might suddenly be a minefield. So maybe we'll figure out some sort of, again, moderating system or yeah, probably like a place, you know, where you can actually show people something the same way you would just be like, hey, look at this thing. And I can glance over and look at the thing and be like, whoa, that's a cool thing. You got that. Oh, same Laughing Tiger. Thank you, friends, for joining me. It's been so nice to spend some time. I appreciate the love, dear friends. The amount of hope you friends give me actually astounds me. The amount of hope you give me, Christian. It feels like more so than ever.
I give you nothing. Nothing from me.
More so than ever, I have hope for humanity. You know, hope for the future, hope for what we're going to continue becoming. Right? Like it might be scary. It might feel like it's happening all so fast. But it's happening for a reason. Right? The worm isn't scared of going through the phase of becoming a butterfly. And weirdly enough, they remember, Christian. If you expose a worm to a certain scent and then you electrocute it, it develops the understanding that that scent means danger. You don't kill it, you just like give it a shock.
Are you busy?
Listen, I haven't done this. This is scientific knowledge. They develop fear to that scent, and then if they go through the metamorphosis process and they become a butterfly, when they smell that same scent, they become hyperactive and they try to get away from that scent, even in their adult phase, dude. They literally have themselves melted. Their brain turns to goo. And the thing they I think they become afterwards still has the understanding of what is and what should be, how things are in the universe, you know, understanding of self and the relation you had to it. I'd be concerned with what Pix Mega 69 would share. Exactly, that's the thing I'm worried about as well. That's the thing I'm worried about as well. I could hope for the manatees too. All of us do. Lamarche makes me worried about the winter. Thank you for always being there. For getting me so warm here. Thank you, Joel, for letting us, friend. This card is like gnawing at my brain. I haven't seen it either. What do you think the card is going to be, Christian?
Mountain.
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
But we've pulled this card almost like in passing a few times now, man. Swallow the sun.
Swallow the sun. Swallow it. Swallow it whole.
It's the diamond soul depiction, bro. one more time. Show. I'm happy that the anticipation was building. Right? Energy is created after all. Let's know what it means. Dreams and visions. How apt, Maxine. I love the scarf. Thank you. This is one that Christian gave me as well. It's gorgeous. This is the very first scarf he ever gave me, actually. I had this other scarf given to me by another friend that is more yellow, red, black, maybe some greens. And he said that he feels this is more me, right? What did you say? This suits you better, I think maybe was the words you used. I appreciate you, Holmes. You started the fractal, Holmes.
Your love, homie.
I love you too, man. The sun is celebrated throughout the world as a giver of life, and some cultures a god. Both the ancient Greeks and Romans worshipped one or more solar deities, and in Hindu literature, the sun is mentioned as the visible form of God that one can see every day. Aztec, Incan, and Egyptian traditions all held the sun in godly accord. Whatever your spiritual belief, it is clear that our sun represents a psychological principle that transcends time and place. The vibrant geometry of this sun card invites you to explore its symbolism and its ability to illuminate and guide you. Swallow, swoop, and play in the solar portal, encouraging you to see a light-hearted reflection of your dreams and visions. Dreams, whether in sleep or in the musings of reverie, will offer clues to your internal process. Vision directs your path and offers a sense of purpose, vitality, and life force. What messages have your dreams offered lately? What progress are you making towards the realization of your vision? Meditate with this card and consider these questions. Do not be hard on yourself if you are not happy with your progress. Realize that when you push too hard, you may actually be resisting the thing that you most desire. Relax with your positive intentions as you bring your finest dreams and visions into this reality. That's the diamond soul. Layers and layers and layers and layers of self-encompassing self, of self-encompassing self, of self-encompassing self. The infinity infinites. Can we buy it somewhere ourselves? These cards? You can. They're called Sacred Geometry Cards for the Visionary Path by Francine Hart. They're beautiful. And they can provide some sort of fractal, a filter to look at the universe through, at least for a moment. And I feel that's what makes them beautiful, especially. Platinum Hearts. Thank you, Joy V, for sharing these moments. I love the card. It is very, very up. I feel like you probably had a lot feeling a bit attacked, lol. It's okay, Corey. I'm so happy that you're here for it, friend. It's always a story. It's all stories, really. The sun coming up. Every day is a story. Everything's got a story in it. Change the chore. Change the story. Change the world. The Terry Pratchett line. Yes, exactly. Oh man, Melty. This card feels like it's putting me on blast. Was gonna message you about my dream last night. See it lighthearted, right? Again, that line really resonated with me. I was like, I hope you're hearing this one especially. This one. Swallows swoop, again for the spirit animal vibe, right? Swallow, swoop, and play in the solar portal, encouraging you to see a light-hearted reflection of your dreams and visions, right? Like you're seeing this thing, but on the other side, you're the light-hearted reflection, noticing something, growing in a way. Lindsay, Thank you for joining us as well, friend. It was so nice seeing you. Shannon saying, have the most beautiful day, everyone. I love you all so very much. Super duper Mel. Christian.
Bye.
And all of you amazing friends. Thank you. Have a great fractal. You do so much. Corey says all of the love and light in me, sees, acknowledges, and appreciates all the love and light in all of you. That's a good one, dude. Makes me feel melty. Love you, friends, so much. Thank you for loving us bigly as well, Siobhan. Oh, Maxine, I can't believe I almost forgot. I saw a praying mantis last week. I've been seeing the little ants around here as well. Like, not enough so they look like they know what they're doing, but just enough to be like scouters. Have you noticed, Christian?
Scouters?
Little scouter ants. I feel like they always come and say hi to me when I'm meditating. Love all of you beautiful people. Remember you're loved, you're enough, you're worthy, and that you matter. You're important to the story, to the changing of the world. Start by changing for yourself. Change the ones around you too. Not changing them because you think they need to be saved, but just changing the day, right? Giving them a day that's good instead of a day that continues being bad. This poem is called Coming Forth into the Light. I was born the day I thought what is, what was, and what if I was transformed the day my ego shattered. I'm guessing this was supposed to be staggered, but I'm just reading it as a creative writing piece right now. And all of the superficial material, things that mattered to me before, suddenly ceased to matter. I really came into being the day I no longer cared about what the world thought of me, only of my thoughts for changing the world. When you change the way you think about things, the things you think about change. No, that's Sena giving us a Susie Kassem poem. Thank you so much, Sena, for sharing. Melita, I've never seen one before. Never? You've never seen a praying mantis before?
How have you never seen a praying mantis before?
Maybe sheltered life, maybe living in the city. You didn't know. Can't judge, Christian. I'm happy that you saw one though. Like they're one of my favorite creatures. I feel praying mantises, ladybugs, butterflies, worms as well. Some worms. If I find worms in the wild, I'm kind of.
I like bumblebees.
Have you ever had a bumblebee land on you and you were happy about that? Gangster.
Some bumblebee.
But like praying mantises are one of those that I actually really like holding and just looking at. They're so intuitive. They look back at you. Mao Lao, thank you for joining us again. It's so nice to have you. Doing what you say you're going to do is real. It's a trip. It's a trip how when you do the thing you say you're gonna do, you start believing it too. You know? It's almost like you have to prove it to yourself first. So much love to you too, Sena. I've never seen one either. There you go, dude. Joy B also hasn't seen a praying mantis. I've seen thousands in my life, probably.
Bruh.
Hotzentotschotte in South Africa. They're big here. I feel like we have a lot of bugs.
Large.
Yeah, and things need to be eaten. And they are like apex predators. I love ladybugs. Amara likes trying to keep them as pets. Shame. That's cute though. Unfortunately, they don't really keep as pets that well. Weird, huh? Weird that bugs don't keep well as pets. They're so small. You should think they're manageable.
It's not really an insect. But a friend has a snail, pet snail.
Mm-hmm.
Like a large ass pet snail.
It's technically that's an insect, right? It's a mollusk.
No, an
It's a
insect
mollusk.
has 6 legs.
That's
I remember
true.
this from biology in
Mm.
middle school.
That's true. I would also probably not mind having a snail, you know, but the only reason I would like this snail is because it's gorgeous. It's a fire snail, they call it. Beautiful red and black snail, dude. Have you seen one of those?
No.
Go and
Oh
search.
yeah, you did. You showed me a photo.
Beautiful things, dude. But unfortunately, they don't necessarily enjoy being in captivity either. But we definitely need more of them in the world. I don't know this a lot. Nature always finds a way. You friends are that nature finding a way right now. Also, if you trade your rose quartz for a stick, I'll have to come and scratch the love and light out of you. I would like both are mine, fortunately, you know. So it was more like I'll give you the stick, you give me the crystal. But he was like, no. So I feel Christian felt the universal energy, bro. She was gonna come and snatch the love and light out of me, bro. Just suddenly, I'm dead inside. Why? Why anything? Why life? Why take the next breath? Oh, to be or not to be, let me be not. I'm trying to imagine myself as emo, Christian. Like actually, like I start wearing under like what do you
Your
call
hair's
it?
too curly to be emo, bro.
Bruh, I'll start straightening it. I'll go full emo, dude. I'll have bangs. I'll have a thick choker with spiky studs. Is that old school? That's still
Pretty
cool.
old school. I used to wear a wristband with studs.
It's not that bad. You know where those things came from? Actually, like they came from shepherd dogs wearing these collars that have actual blades sticking out of them.
It's pretty rad.
So that if wolves try to bite them around their throat, they get themselves wrecked. Though.
Whoa, is that what they were there for?
Yeah.
So-
That's where it actually comes from, and then human beings adapted it to be spiky spikes on a neck thing or a wristband. Cool though, very cool. Human beings, our creativity. Sunstapa, cool name. Thank you, Melkmore. I love fractal designs. Me too. Everything is a fractal in this universe, right? It is, it's perfectly imperfect. That's what a fractal is in a way as well. 7 a.m. here, melting early with you, Fred. Thank you, Merman. Sending so much love. Taro, tater tots, and hairspray. Love you too, friend. Thank you for joining us as well, spending some time. I love that. Love you. That a niner, sending some love as well. Of a wholesome. Thank you. Thousands. I'm from South Sudan, but I'm in Canada, and I've maybe seen one. Also, only seen one. I've seen actual thousands. You know, like really actual thousands. They come into the house so frequently. Whew. Man, I'm tripping out. Like I'm trying to envision my childhood without all of the insects that I've seen. You know what's something that I really like observed early in life when I was in kindergarten? I would watch the brown like exoskeleton ants eat the rice ants, dude. Right? And they were like soft-bodied. And I would be like, but you're both ants. And like I couldn't understand, dude. I don't know if I wanted them to understand, but I did understand that they were like soft and squishy, I guess. And you would just see these groups drag one of these rice ants into the ground, though. Bro. And I was fascinated as a kid. I was like, interesting. Something's happening here. Why are they doing this to each other? The food chain, dude.
For the gram, bro.
They're doing it for the gram. Must feed queen. The queen makes babies. The babies makes more of us. The queen needs to be fed. Need to take care of the queen. Drags. No, bro, I need to feed you to the queen. Oh, the queen's hungry. Oh, the queen needs to eat. Come, dude. I've seen them on shrooms for the first time. Fractals. Is this the end of the life? It's just about the end of the life, Sunstopper. Thank you so much, dear friends. Corey, so much love to you. Dear Maxine, Lindsay, ladybugs are cute when they're trying to move into the house to get warm. Too many of them. That's beautiful. I may have to change charge rent. CR, morning to you. Thank you for joining us, friend. I don't think I've seen your username before. I hope to again. Love to you. The internet has some of these qualities these days. We're getting closer and closer to figuring out how to use the internet wisely. I feel some of us are maturing when it comes to our internet usage, right? And it's gonna take us some time. The model of ceaselessly in a loop entertaining ourselves is almost being over practiced right now, right? Like we're doing it too much. And anything you do too much, you eventually grow desensitized to, and then you have to take a break or you have to do something else. And I feel this is already that's something else that we're stepping into, a little bit more of a connection, a conversation being had instead of just a catered piece of content that you assume people want to see and it will do well, maybe will make you go viral, and then pumping these things out to get like a smidgen of I don't even know what that is technically, like approval. Is that one? Like yes, you did good. You know what people like. Here, have a upvote. Here, have a view. The tyranny of numbers, Christian. I've been reminding myself of that over and over again. Have you ever done a live talk audio? We did have a podcast, a frequent one last year. We'll do it again, but I want it to be nice. I want to have a studio actually, dude. You know, have like a place to film in, have nice microphones. All of that will happen in due time. Thank you, Sunstopper, for the encouragement as well. I miss curry so bad. That sounds amazing. I didn't even know that. It was insane amount of different bugs when I was in India. I was not fascinated. I'm terrified of bugs. I feel it helped that I was exposed to them from such a young age. To me, it was just normal, right? I was like, oh, bugs everywhere, always. That was just my word. That's just South Africa, really. It's a little bit less bad in the cities, but if you're on a farm, there's gonna be some bugs. I agree about consciously using the internet entirely. There's too much. There's just too much stuff. So you have to discern what stuff you're gonna put in your brain. Right? It's important. And it's hard. It's hard to know what stuff is important. That's why I feel we're creating groups where collaborative effort can basically narrow in on the important stuff instead of all of this noise that you have to search through to find some sort of vein of gold. You can be like, hey dude, here's the gold, come and look here at this gold, and you can be like, wow, so much gold, I'm so much wealthier for it, or whatever. We're growing, we're becoming more mature. Bye everybody, love you, Sena, thank you for joining us as well. I don't care for Indian food, but I had amazing Muslim and Chinese food, also surprisingly bomb wood-fired pizza. In India, that sounds fantastic. I feel India has a flavor, right? In the kind of like foods that they use. And it definitely is something you get accustomed to as well. We have a lot of Indian food here in South Africa as well, so
Lots.
it's also something that I've grown used to and have learned how to enjoy. Food, amazing, The fact that we can utilize pretty much anything as a source of energy, and we adapt to that stuff really quickly as well. I feel that's the thing that food really shows me. I'll be going back to the end of next year for 40 days. That's a long time, dude. Spending some time in India. Are you gonna go and visit Cable? Maybe even our beloved brother Chow. Corey Williams says, I love so many things about India, but I feel like I'd have a hard time with all the people. I get so overwhelmed if I'm in a crowd for too long. I can't imagine being around so many people. If you're gonna go to the places that are highly populated and dense, you'll probably experience stuff like that. But if you go to like the mountain ranges in India, you'll probably experience less of that. That's kind of like, I feel the same, Corey. That's why I say this. I feel the exact same. And I would rather see myself in an area that like has like mountain ranges in the field of view than buildings toppling over the top of my head. You can buy curry powder. You can make your own Indian food. Depends on where your markets are. The busy, exactly. Namaskaram. I am gonna go back to visit Sadhguru's place. Thank you, dear friend, for spending even a moment with us, Mala. Sending you eternal love. See you again soon. If my interior allows, I'll visit Cable. That sounds amazing. Thank you for letting me know that as well. Thank you for spending some time with me, friends. Sending you love. See your umbrella for some reason. Maybe it's gonna be raining again. Sending you love, friends. Hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, everyone.